Okay, I went ahead and opened up this file right here, and I'll show you the dowel rod, and that's it. So we're going to design the exact same thing. It's not going to take us that long. So we go ahead and hit new file, and we're going to say our typical name, hit save, and we hit Sssc V8, and we're going to say dowel rod. Okay, we'll go ahead and highlight that, do a Control-C to copy, and we'll use that for the name when we create our component. Okay, so new component, highlight this, Control-V, hit OK. So now we've got that file created. Let's go back over and look at that dowel rod again. So it's just two simple features. It's a sketch, which is at 4.7625, which I believe is 3/16. We'll go ahead and highlight that, and we'll do a Control-C. Yep, 3/16 is 0.1875 of an inch. So yeah, it's that size. Okay, so we'll come back over here to this. We'll create us a sketch. We'll do it on that plane. Actually, no. We'll hit finish that sketch. Let's go ahead and finish that. We're going to delete that, and we're going to put that on the top plane. So delete that. Create a new sketch. Again, sorry. We'll create it on the top plane. Circle by center, and we'll go Control-V. It should be that one size. Okay, we got that in there. Let's go back to that dowel rod and take another look at it. Oh, that's the actual knuckleball. Let's go back to the dowel rod here, and let's go ahead and finish sketch, and let's go 3D look on that. Let's go check out the extrude length of that. Okay, so that extrude length is that distance right there. I don't know why I put that in there, but we'll go ahead and copy that. So it looks like it's 118 millimeters. So we'll copy that, come back over here to this, and we'll say extrude, and we'll say Control-V, paste that in there, boom, there it is. Okay, so that's in there. And it's actually in the correct orientation too. So hit the A key, and we're going to go ahead and go to my favorites, and I have been typically using this. I'm going to go ahead and use let's go ahead and use glossy oak this time. So we'll go ahead and paint that onto this, and I'll put it over here on that. Let's see if I can get it on there. Yep, there we go. And we'll hit close. And so that file there is, now that I've saved it, is complete. Okay, so let's go back to our full assembly here, and this is our car, and we'll go over to our parts library, and let's check and see if we can see that file. Yep, there it is. We'll come over here and place it in here, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and kind of pre-position this. Now before I do anything else, I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to go find this surface right here, which is this first thing. I'm going to turn that off. And so the reason I turn that off is because when I do this joint, let me go ahead and collapse that. I'll go ahead and do this joint, the J key, which is this right here, joint. I'll come up here and snap to the bottom of that. Alright, and then I'll come over and snap to the very bottom of this one. And so we know that it is correctly placed. So let's go ahead and rotate this out, and there it is. Now one thing that's kind of bugging me is the direction of that texture. So let's go back to that dowel rod, take a look at it. We're going to hit the A key again, and we're going to do a double click on that, and we're going to rotate that 90 degrees. Now let's go ahead and highlight, put 90 in there. 90 degrees. Yes, that looks much better. We'll go ahead and close that. It's kind of bugging me. I want to make sure the grain is going in the right direction. So we'll hit save on that. And those are kind of things you'll get better at as you model more. You'll start picking up, kind of real world conditions of the parts that you're actually designing, especially when you're 3D printing, on your overprints and stuff like that. You'll start really starting to compensate in your design for that. So that looks really good. So I'm going to go ahead and just close that file out now, and let's see what we got designed here. Oh, this looks like a really hard file, guys. So this is the actual knuckleball. It's a 25 millimeter knuckleball. So let's go ahead and create a new one, and we're going to call this one, hit save. We've got our Sssc V8, and we're going to say knuckle. I'm not going to go put 25 millimeter in there. It's just not necessary. Knuckleball. And we'll call it a day. Highlight that. Control-C, copy that. All right. And let's go ahead and look at the other one for a second. Whoops, let me go back here real quick. do a right mouse click, create new component, highlight that, Control V, hit OK. Let's go back and look at this component. So I'm going to rotate this all the way back over to here. I'm going to come up here and turn my sketch on. I want to see this guy. And let's edit that sketch just to kind of get a good visual of it. Pretty simple, 25 millimeters. That's easy. Let me show you how to make a ball. So we'll come back over here to this, and we're going to go, we'll do it on the front plane. We're going to go circle by center, and we're going to key in 25. Okay? Then we're going to just hit a line. Go up here on the top of this, come all the way down the bottom, hit our S key for shortcuts. We'll hit the trim command. We should hit just trim, and we'll say finish sketch. Okay, looks like a ball to me. Let's go ahead and hit rotate, and I'm gonna select the axis. There we got us a 25 millimeter ball. That looks good. Okay, let's go back to the other file, see what else we got to do next. We'll finish that sketch. We know that we've gotten it rotated. So now what I'm going to do is come in here, and I'm going to look at this sketch right here. So let's do edit sketch, and I'm going to come over here to kind of a 3D view, front view like this. Yeah, and looks like what I did is I just put a square out there, and I'll do the same thing here. So we'll go back to this. Now the difference on this is going to be, I did not draw that on. Yeah, we'll make it work. I don't know what to do. Here we go. We'll just draw us a rectangle. A little easy peasy here. Now that rectangle should be going right through the middle of that ball. Yep, it sure enough is. So all we're going to do is hit the move command, and we'll say select what we're going to move, which is, let's get the whole thing. And we're going to go look at this ball again on the front view. Just going to rotate that down. I'm going to go down just a little bit past it, like right there. Hit OK. So, because my guess, which I probably shouldn't be guessing, but my guess is there's an extrusion. Hit finish on sketch. There's an extrusion here. Let's see what that is. Edit that feature. Yeah, it looks like he went up 2 millimeters. I'm going to say 2.5. So I'll come back over here to this, and I'll make sure that my sketches are turned on, which is this last one here, and I'm going to say extrude, and I'm going to say 2.5 millimeters. Okay, yeah, so that got me that circle right there. I need to turn that sketch off again, so get rid of him, turn those both off. Okay, that looks good. So let's come back over here to this guy, and looking good. I think we've got pretty much the same thing going on here. Let's go ahead and continue on over. Let's see what we got. I've got a hole in there. Yes. Now this hole is going to, let's go ahead and edit this and look at it. That hole is, looks like 4.82826. We're going to go ahead and copy that dimension. Yeah, 0.19. I thought it was a little bit over the size of that extrusion. So let me go ahead and go over, and it goes all the way through. So that's easy peasy. So we'll come over here to this. We'll do a sketch on the bottom of this surface, and I'm going to go ahead and draw me a circle. I'm going to say 0.19 inches, because that's a little bit over a little bit over 3/16 of an inch. And when we 3D print this ball, it's going to be a super tight fit. Even with this measurement here, we may have to sand that rod down a little bit. That's no big deal. No big deal. Make sure to turn that sketch back on. Wherever it went. There it is. Okay, I got someone calling. I'll come right back to this. Okay, got off my phone call. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn off that second sketch, I hope. Let's do that again. Turn off that one, turn off this one. Okay, one of these has got to get turned off. Oh, I see what I'm doing. Let me undo that, cancel that, and I'll grab that sketch right there. I'll hit my extrude key, command, that key, and I'll extrude through there. Okay, so that's done. All right, we've got that part done. And now what we need to do, hit save on that. We're through with him. Looks good. We'll go ahead and close that window off. We'll close this original one off. And we've got that dowel rod done. We'll close him off. So let's go back to not this assembly, but our new assembly. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and refresh that just to be on the safe side for this old one. And I'm going to come back here to this here, our new assembly, and obviously you don't see the floor because I turned all that off. Let's go ahead and turn that back on just so we can see it. Now I'll go back and hit this refresh, and as that refreshes, we will go ahead and hit save. Yep, save that. And I'll go back to my parts view and I'll grab that dowel rod, that knuckle, and pull it over here. And this is pretty easy to do. Essentially all we're going to do is we're going to mate this here. I'm going to turn this off so I can see it. Pull this up like so, and I'm going to rotate up like that. I'm going to hit OK, hit the joint command, which is this guy right here, and I'll go snap to the center. I'm going to put it right on top, and I'll show you why. I'm going to put it right on top, right there. Okay, now once it's on there, I'll go to front view. I'll roll out here, and I'm going to change my view display to visual style with hidden edges, because I want to be able to see this ball as I slide it down, and I want it to be just below, let me roll up on this, just below that opening. That looks good right there. Rotate that around. That's fine. That's perfect. Hit OK. So now we'll zoom out here, and now we see all of that. Let's turn off that one hidden line view, visual style. Turn that off. Come up to visual style, turn that off, back to hidden, and there we are. So now the next thing we need to do is design a very complicated part. We'll come back over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. The next thing we need to design is this guy right here, this knuckle ball. This is very complex. Let me restate that. It's a advanced part. I wouldn't say it's very complex, but we're going to reverse engineer this one that I've already done, and we're going to apply it to this new assembly right there. Okay, it's going to take a while to get that one done, but suffice to say that you're going to learn an awful lot about fillets, and also you're also going to learn what these tabs are here on the side. The tabs here on the side are for us to put a rubber band from here over to here on the end to hold the solar panel in place. You basically put tension on both sides because you got one on the opposite end as well, from going here to there. But we're going to design that part, and it should be a lot of fun, and we'll get that guy knocked out as soon as we can.